Today, we will be spending the day in Nanaimo. Nanaimo is a city and a ferry port located on the east coast of Vancouver Island, and in the 1800s it was known primarily for its coal and timber production. We've heard that a trip to Nanaimo is not complete if you do not have a famous Nanaimo bar, so we're gonna go and try some. Something we've noticed since being in Vancouver Island is that the cities have really limited parking options for a rig our size, but we did find somewhere to park and it's $9 Canadian.
Talk about perfect timing. The security patrol for the lots came by and confirmed as we were paying that it's okay for us to park here because yes, we are a little bit bigger than the spots allow, but he said it's not too busy and as long as you pay, you're not gonna get a ticket. And so we were like, that's cool. So there is a trail that goes to Nanaimo called the Nanaimo Bar Trail, and there's a lot of stops that the city recommends that you should stop at and try the bars from each place because each one kind of makes them differently. But with the limited time we have here, we chose 2 different spots we're gonna go to and we're excited to go to them.
Our first stop is Serious Coffee. After a ton of research, Google and Yelp led us here.
The Nanaimo bar consists of 3 layers. The bottom is a coconut and graham cracker base. The middle is a buttery custard and the top is chocolate ganache. It looks absolutely delicious. It smells kind of nutty, kind of chocolatey, but of course you've never had one before and we're only gonna know if it's good if we try it. The flavor profile of this bar is so sweet, it's so good. You can kind of taste everything in one bite, but since there is so much flavor in each layer, I'm gonna let Ashley describe it because it's honestly a little hard to describe.
I'm really excited after taking videos of it and just seeing it. I'm so excited to try it. I'm definitely picking up on a lot of flavors. You can definitely taste the coconut, which I love, and the chocolate and the custard all in one. It's really buttery, delicious, sweet, and I'm excited to eat this one and try another one. The only way to really give a comparison is to compare it to another one. So after we finish this one, we'll head to the next spot.
That Nanaimo bar hit it out of the park. The flavor is lingering in my mouth and I'm hoping it lasts until we get to this next spot. There are so many places in this city to get these bars, and that's probably why they have the trail to take you to many different spots. But we kind of feel like everything in Canada closes a little bit early, and so when we were researching where to go, these are the ones that were top rated and still open.
Let me start off by giving Jabberwocky some bonus points for this beautiful view. We're gonna go inside now and order another Nanaimo bar. This no-bake dessert bar is named after Nanaimo and it became popular after the Second World War, but enough of the history. We're here for the flavor and we're here for the comparison. So let's go ahead and talk about this one from Jabberwocky. The top layer of ganache is a lot smaller, that's the first thing I noticed, and actually overall the whole entire bar is smaller than the last one that we had. The bottom layer does seem a little bit drier, but we're not really sure how that's going to affect the flavor until we try it, so let's stop talking and try it. The dryness actually really does make a difference. You have to chew it a little bit longer. It's still really good, but I think I like the other one's consistency better. This one is also a little less sweet, which I don't know yet if I like or dislike.
Based on the appearance of the bar, it looks a little less appealing because it's not as blended together. The chocolate layer, which we absolutely loved on the last one, was a lot thicker and it's a lot thinner here. But let's give it a try. I think all the factors that we mentioned, from the dryness to the smaller layer of ganache, definitely affects the consistency and just how it tastes and feels in your mouth. You do have to chew it longer, like Ashley said, but the flavor is still good. I think that the custard is a little more buttery, whereas the last one wasn't as buttery. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but I'd honestly have to say I picked the first bar because it was a lot bigger for around the same price. The chocolate was a lot thicker, the custard was a lot thicker, and the bottom was a little bit more blended together, which made chewing it a lot easier.
The Nanaimo bars were so good and they definitely lived up to the hype. If you find yourself in this area, you definitely need to get one. But this area is known for more than just their Nanaimo bars. There's actually a lot of outdoor recreation here, so we're on our way now to a trail. We are at the Englishman River Falls Provincial Park where we are doing the Loop Trail. It's a 0.8 easy and it features 2 waterfalls. Grayson and I absolutely love waterfalls if you did not know already, so we're very excited.
The name of this park is actually kind of funny because back in the day when this land was found, indigenous people found the skeleton of a white man next to the river under the waterfalls, and so they've named this Englishman River Falls. Imagine trying to cross over these falls and then falling into them, dying, and now something is named after you forever for a big mistake you obviously didn't mean to make.
It's so crazy because we're here at 5 p.m. on a Saturday and you would expect it to be super busy, but we pretty much have the whole park to ourselves. And also this water down here is like an emerald green color and it's really making me want to jump in. We made it to the lower falls and it is definitely super beautiful. You can see the water really well, but it is anticlimactic compared to the upper falls.
There's a unique store right up the road that we've been really looking forward to, and I think you're gonna understand why once we're there. The Old Country Market actually started as a roadside stand back in the day that used to sell fresh produce to travelers going to the west coast on Vancouver Island. And now it's turned into quite the landmark. It's got groceries, food, gifts, and of course, the goats on the roof.
I'm going to show you what we got as we drive to our next spot. We got 4 different country sausage rolls. I think there was 4 different flavors and we got 1 of each. We got smoked salmon jerky, we got the garlic pepper, and then a candied one, and she let us try them both first, so that was really nice. And last but certainly not least, we got a cheesy jalapeno garlic bread, and the lady who worked there was telling us that people line up waiting for it, and I guess they already had 3 different huge batches today, and they were on their last one, so we definitely had to pick one of those up. Cheers.
Couldn't tell you which one's which.
As we were eating some of that food, we were talking about how crazy it is that it is literally after 7 p.m. and it is still so bright out. But we're really grateful for it because it gives us even more time to adventure.
Like those back in the day who used to stop at the Old Country Market, we are also making our way west across Vancouver Island towards Tofino, and we have 2 stops we want to make on the way. Little Qualicum Falls Provincial Park was only 10 minutes away from the Old Country Market and in the direction we were going, so it only made sense to stop here. The hike we're doing at this park is a 1.8 mile hike, and it has a lower and an upper falls, and we went the lower falls route first, and we're excited to get down there.
We made it get to the lower falls, it literally took us maybe 5 minutes to get down here, and the water has that same emerald color. It's just absolutely beautiful. We are now standing at Upper Falls and we are on the bridge right now, and let me tell you, it is beautiful. The water is flowing. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I like seeing it a little bit better from the lower falls. Grayson likes it a little bit better from up here. So if you come here, definitely do the loop trail and you will not be disappointed.
This was such an awesome little hike and we're so happy we came here, but we only have 1 hour of sunlight left and one more thing to do, so we need to pick up our pace. "25 minutes up the road is our last stop. It's called Hole in the Wall, and ever since we've seen pictures, we've been excited to come here. It features exactly what the name sounds like.
This trail takes you through a little jungle, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of spooky in here. The birds are chirping, which isn't the scary part. It's that it just got so dark all of a sudden. And I know the sun's going down, but we just saw the sun and now it's like really dark. The hole in the wall behind me was originally drilled for a pipeline to go through, and since then the pipeline has been removed, but it leaves this beautiful oasis feeling with the water rushing through. It's absolutely stunning even though it is man-made, but we do need to get going because it is getting really dark, as you could probably tell. It's spooky in here. When I tell you we ran through those woods, we ran. It is so dark, and at least out here you can see the sky. It's all good, but the sun did set about 10 minutes ago, so we're gonna keep running. We made it back to the car safely and everything is okay. I don't know if it's just us, but when we're hiking and it starts getting dark, we get a little bit scared, especially with all the wildlife that's on this island. But anyways, we booked a Harvest Host in Port Alberni, so we're on our way there now. It's about 15 minutes away. And then tomorrow we're gonna continue our journey across the island towards Tofino.